accounting, this is part 11, or recording expenses. So when we record expenses, if we receive the benefit of services or others perform services for us, we're going to record an expense. Have we received the benefit? Have we used the service? If we have, we're going to record the expense. When do we not record an expense? If I made a cash payment, but I have not yet received the services yet, I'm going to record that as a prepaid item, and that is going to be an asset. It's going to be prepaid until I actually receive the benefit. So let's take a look at a couple of different examples of how we record expenses. So as we saw from the last video with revenues, assets typically have debit balances. They're going to be increased with debits, decreased with credits. Liabilities and owner's equity typically have credit balances. They're going to be increased with credits, decreased with debits. But when it comes to expenses and revenues, we're going to debit expenses and we're going to credit revenues. Think about it as ER, the place I don't want to end up on the weekend, or if we're a fan of the George Clooney show. So right over here, let's go ahead and prepare some transactions. So on January 1st, 2022, Musk performs services. We're doing this for YYZ. Musk performs services for us and sends us an invoice for $15,000. I'll pay the invoice later. So what I'm going to do here is I need to record the expense. I've received the benefit of this, and we're going to call this performs consulting services. So right over here, I'm going to debit consulting services expense for $15,000. Now, for every debit, I need a credit. I haven't paid them yet, and I owe them the money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to credit accounts payable, right? I could also credit accrued liabilities, but I just have to know that this is going to be something I'm going to have to pay off in the future. Right over here, on June 30th, 2022, we received consulting services from Galactic and immediately paid Galactic $22,000. So let's do the easy part first. My cash is going to be going down. My cash is going to go down by $22,000, right? So I'm going to credit cash right over here. For every credit, I need a debit. Well, what am I going to debit? I'm going to debit consulting services expense, because I've over here, I've received the benefit of those services. I'm going to go ahead and record the expense. I record the expense with the debit. My cash went down, so my cash is decreasing. I show that decrease in cash with a credit. Okay, let's now go ahead and take a look at the next one. On July 1st, 2022, I paid Musk $13,000 from the transaction in A. So let's do the easy part first. If I'm paying Musk $13,000, my cash is going down. So right over here, I'm going to credit cash for $13,000. But for every credit, I need a debit. Over here, I do not debit consulting services expense. I already recorded it. Rather, I owed Musk $15,000. Once I pay them $13,000, I'm going to owe them how much? I'm going to owe them $2,000. When we come over here, we look at this T account. I have a total of $13,000 of debits, $15,000 of credits. I subtract the smaller from the larger side, leave the remaining on the larger side. So I owed them 15, I paid 13, so now I owe them 2. Let's take a look at the last one. I paid $30,000 for an insurance policy that will give me coverage in the following year from January 1st, 2023 through December 31st, 2023. Easy part first, my cash is going down. So I'm going to credit cash over here for the letter D, right? But for every credit, I need a debit. This is not going to be, though, consulting services expense. Why? Because I haven't received the benefit of it yet. So what this is going to be prepaid insurance. Why is it prepaid? This is an asset. I haven't received the benefit of the policy yet. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be recording this over here with a debit. How do I record an asset? I'm going to get the benefit of future insurance coverage. I record an asset with a debit. So hopefully this little introduction to expenses was helpful. Knowing, again, with expense, I have to know if I've actually gone through and used it. But thank you. Please feel free to leave any kind of questions and below. And I appreciate your liking and subscribing. Have a great one.